Alright everybody, so I've been out here for a little while just trying a few different ways to make getting this plastic, hard plastic, off of my aluminum, heavy aluminum too. This is what we got here. This is a type 2, apparently 600 aluminum. That's what I'm seeing anyway. So anyway, so I've tried it several different ways. I used this, put my piece in there, cut it down with a knife, pain in the butt, get down to the end, I'd scratch it a couple times, stick it in my vise, and then peel it off. And then I tried putting it in my stripper, running it through one time, and then taking my knife, and where the aluminum is like that in several strands, it would miss little spots. So then I'd run my knife down through it, and then I'd peel it off. And then I said, well hell, I'm gonna try something else. Now this wire is actually too big for my machine, stripping machine. So in order for me to use my stripping machine, I have to remove my guard that's on the front, which that guard is great for smaller wire, keeps it straight when it's going in. You don't necessarily need it with this bigger aluminum wire. And yeah, I mean, you just have to find a fast way, or the fastest way that you can do this stuff, or there's really no sense in doing it. You might as well send it to the scrapyard, just like this. If it takes you forever to do, don't do it. You're wasting time, or at least you're wasting your money, or time and money. So that's what I did. Eventually, after doing enough of them, I said, well hell, what about if I run it through twice? But instead of running it through in the same V, just flip it over and then see what happens. And I loosened it just a little bit, and I shouldn't have. So anyway, so what happens if I run it through once, flip it over, and I run it through again? Look at there. That's what actually happens. And that being the case, that makes stripping this stuff really super easy and quick. So let's do it again. You run it through, turn it over, run it through again. That's it. Pop that thing out of there. Throw that piece away, put that piece in the bucket. Clean. So much quicker. So much quicker. Look at that. So how to strip heavy duty aluminum wire efficiently. I would say this would be the most efficient way that I personally have found so far. And my stripper seems to be taking it nicely. So I tried it with a knife. I tried it with a razor blade. I tried running it through once, pulling it off. Finally decided to heck with it. Oops, to heck with it. I'm just gonna run it through that one time, flip it over instead of fighting it, and just let it peel itself off, just like that. So easiest way I've came up with stripping this big wire. Some ground wires, I guess, for house, maybe house ground. Not really 100% sure what it is. All I know, it was given to me by an electrician. Look at that. There's nothing like that. Look at that. Yep. I just love it. Now that, to me, is the fastest way to strip any aluminum that I've found. And I have a whole bunch over there. Keep watching. My next video will probably be on stripping smaller aluminum. This video is just on stripping this big stuff. And I'm not cutting it so deep, whereas I'm really scarring this, so shouldn't be hurting my blade too bad. And replacement blades for this particular machine, which is the Co-Z wire strip machine. And like it says, obviously keep your hands clear, but Just play it careful. And next thing you know, you run a bunch of this aluminum through there. Instead of bringing it in like this, but bring it in like this if you don't have a machine, because it's going to take you way too much time to strip that any other way. Unless you've got a way without a machine that you can show me that you strip yours. I mean, I'd love to see it. I would love to see your stripping method also. If you got a different one and it's faster or more efficient than this one, I'm willing to take it. And I also did cut these down into these lengths. They were this was a big piece, probably 25-30 foot long. And I cut it down into shorter pieces so it'd be a lot easier for me to deal with. Not to mention I can actually store it in my aluminum bucket. That way I can get quite a bit of aluminum in that bucket. Yes, sir. Quite a bit of aluminum in that bucket. And go check out a friend of mine's channel. His name is Jimbo Scrapper. Damn it, I don't know why he only has like 420 subscribers on his channel. Jimbo Scrap, or Jimbo Scrapper. Easy to find on YouTube. He scraps a lot of stuff. I mean, maybe somebody just doesn't find him interesting. I like him. I'm trying to help out his channel, Jimbo Scrap. Go check him out. He could use you. He has like 415 and he probably should have 1,415 by now. Just because he does have a good channel. This piece of wire here is just a little bit smaller than them other ones I just ran through. So it's not actually cutting the whole bead. And it's popping out the side because it's smaller than the other ones. So I'll just run it through there a few times. Go ahead and get my knife. Hit them spots there where it doesn't quite go deep enough. Which is what I was doing before. Put in my vise. Rip the rest of that off. Probably didn't have to for that one. Stick it right in my bucket. Man, do I have some work to do. Everybody. I really do. I got a lot of work to do. Especially in this shed itself. I want to get this since it's getting cold. And I do not like the cold. Scrapping with Grandpa does not like the cold. So yeah, I'm going to be moving my operation inside. And right now, until we build our garage. I'm building a garage, by the way, 24 by 30, I don't know, something like that. It's going to be in the lot directly behind me, which we also own. And my wife is going to probably use this for a storage shed for her stuff that she has in them storage buildings that way. Pool's gone. We're looking at getting another pool, and I think we're going to go with the 16 by 38 in-ground pool right here. Not sure exactly, but we are working on that. So that's in the works for spring. That's aggravating me. If I run them through a little shorter. No. Might be it. That's it. All right, shorter. That's all there was to it. Huh, isn't that interesting? That is interesting. So, I'll tell you what happens. They're twisting when it goes through because it's so long. Yeah, it's kind of twisty. Now it's already twisted. So I'm going to bring them in like that as scrap aluminum. But yeah, when it's long, I think it was twisting. So let's go to cutting down, and I'm just playing here. Got nothing going on special. I'm just going to see if I can make a difference. With shorter pieces. Okay, maybe not. That is just terrible. Twisted. You gotta have that thing straight. Trust me, I won't mess with that aluminum if it's gonna take too much time, especially if it's small like this. I might just actually leave it small like this. Man. Sometimes it'll go through, sometimes it won't. One of the pieces is cutting through, the other one is not cutting all the way through. So I'm only ending up with one cut when that happens. Seems like the shorter these are, the better luck I'm having. Definitely won't run a long one through there. It twists. Yeah, it has a twist to it when it's going down them cables. But is it worth my time cutting these things down to 6 or 8 inch pieces? Is what I don't think that it is at this point. That's a little bigger there. But it is worth just giving it at least a try on 10 or 12 pieces. 10 or 12 of them. These are different sizes. That might be what I'm running into, is a different size. Could be what I just ran into right there. I was running 2 different sizes through there. Let's see what we got here. Or kind. 2 different kinds, I should say, through there. These red ones. Are the ones that I got it set for. I'm not gonna play with it. I don't like it. It's not doing like I want it to. I'm gonna put them in another bucket. Call it different aluminum. Don't like it. I'm not gonna waste my time unless somebody can just call me or text me and say, look man, there is a better way, and what it is. Big stuff, no problem. Medium stuff doesn't seem to be a problem. But anything that's really crooked, hard. Having a hard time with it. And I like top dollar for my stuff, but I don't like wasting time. If it's not worth it, why are you doing it? So take this smaller stuff. Yeah, this is stuff that doesn't seem to want to strip in my machine. Probably end up putting it in a big black trash bag, rolling it up, maybe even cutting it up smaller. But will not waste my time. It ain't worth it. Ain't worth it. A pain. Said. Now, if that was copper wire, there's no damn way that I would say, not worth it. Because it's copper, but this is just Matt son. If I have to, I'll do that sometimes.